How's it going, guys? I hope you guys had a good start into the week. I am okay. My lovely future wife, she had to go back to work today, so I'm not getting coffee served to my desk anymore in the morning when I'm trading, which is sad. But other than that, I am okay. I am ready to rock the week. It's going to be an interesting one. So welcome to this options trading daily market outlook for you guys that I'm trying to do every day. I'm not able to do every day, but as I said, I'm trying to. I want to thank you guys for the replies and the comments for the last outlook that I gave. It's definitely interesting to see what you guys are thinking. I know DT, you want advanced options. I think what you misunderstood is like either advanced options or our like an in-depth look at the Aries trading system, which is, you know, like kind of how we use the Celts and how we use the moving averages. So again, for those guys who haven't caught that last time, please let us know in the comments, what would you like to see as the next educational program after we finish the options basics one, whether it would be advanced options which would build on the options basics. There's a lot of topics that we are just able to brush over that definitely need like a lot more in-depth analysis and in-depth you know, like just coverage. And the other would be that the area system that DT, I know you already know that, so that's why advanced options would probably be better for you, but let's see what the rest of the group wants. So yeah, let's see, like just the area system with Celts, with MAs, and everything around it, which would also be like highly centered and driven by what ATG and Nikki have to say, and not just me, because I'm more the options theory guy. All right, now let's jump into the markets. So we had like in the SPX and as well in the ES, we had a bit of a bounce today of the middle Celt after we opened under. We held that 2777 kind of area, which is a support area that we've had. What I'm interested in mostly is like this weekly. As I told you guys last week, we closed the weekly under the 14 MA after testing it, so that's really interesting. And now what I'm interested in seeing is whether this retest is going to hold or whether it's going to fade. So that's what I'm likely expecting of this week. Like we look at the daily, the 2877 is not far away when it coincides with the weekly, like the 14 MA. So I am quite I would say certain, or not certain. You're never certain in the market, but I absolutely could see this pop into the 2877 in the next day or two. So yeah, watch out for that and then see how we behave here. If we hold here, then of course like the next logical step is 29.55, and if we break those highs, then expect, you know, the probably like this kind of area here to be retested in the 31.50 kind of area. So that's that for the market. We also let's look at the SPX real quick because of the expected move in there, and we see that the expected move is coinciding with, you know, like that previous high in the 29.30 and 3,000 kind of area. So that would actually, you know, like work out fine as well, and everything is kind of coinciding here. The upper Celt, the resistance, so a pop up there is definitely is, you know, like not in the realm of the impossible. So it's just stay trade, you know, like whenever we get a fast dip, you go long. Whenever we get a fast rip, you go short and ride the longer term positions. Like I'm really well positioned longer term, and I'm already seeing, you know, like those positions are already working for me. So that's that for the market. Quickly volatility. Let's look at that real quick. So we are still, you know, like the VVIX is still at the lower end. You know, like we have come back quite a bit. We've held the 115 though, like so that was just a bit of a pop in the last few days when we started dropping a bit. But we will see how that is going to play out and whether we're going to see another spike up here. Honestly, in this environment, everything's possible. So let's just see with that. But let's look at the list. Verizon. So I've had that pointed out in the last market outlook, and that worked out perfectly. Just look how perfectly that worked out. Like we failed under, we test over, but we fail under again, and now we've already closed the distance to the 30 MA. So if you've taken that trade, this was your profit taking point down here, and now we're likely going to see like a bounce into the 20 MA, which is the middle celt, and then see from there. Next one, UNH. This is a nice little flag that we have going on here, and what I like is that today, after Friday, Friday we tested under the 14, and today we are closing back over. And this is still, like the first test since we've crossed the 14 MA over the 30. So this could be, like that classic hold of the first hold of the 14 MA. It would coincide with the market having a bounce. It would work well with that, and we also have like this nice flag, so perhaps if this breaks, definitely aim for the 303 304 kind of area for a long target if you take the trade. Next one, SQ. This is earnings coming up, but I still wanted to point it out because I like it. It's in this channel here. You know what, I know I like my levels. I'm not going to delete them just for, but maybe what I can do is, now I'm already in the default drawing set, so I can't switch drawing sets just on the fly. Well, let's just look at it. So we have a gap to fill here. We are bouncing off the 14 as we already have here. Market is likely going for a bounce as well. So this could be a nice long into the upper celt. And perhaps, if the market tries to have a fast pop, even into the 68 kind of area. Just watch out for earnings. Earnings is coming up, so premiums are probably inflated, and don't hold into the binary event. So get out before that, unless you're really well positioned, or you're playing earnings. Shopify, just to show that trade that I've been talking about all of last week is working out perfectly now. I was looking for a long in here. This was even more perfect. The touch of the upper cut, touch of the 14, first touch of the 14 since the crossover, and now we are popping back up. Earnings as well on the horizon though, and this is probably too late to chase. Perhaps what you could look for is a quick trade for the breakout to new all-time highs, but other than that, I would not be chasing this one. Roku, another flag, again, where we are in the upper, kind of upper half of this channel that we are in, but I do like how this reclaims the 14 after testing the middle celt. So now we are watching for the either breakout here as well, or if you open up back under the 14, then I would be careful and not be trading this today, which would be tomorrow, and just watch what it wants to do. The trend line break is definitely the long trigger bought, because we've also had the 14 MA, the close under the 14 MA. This would also usually be a trigger for the 30 MA retest. So this is kind of playing with us in here. Of course, none of these setups work out all the time, but if you wanted to play the 14 MA test, close under the 14 test of the 30, then you definitely want to look for a open under the 14 tomorrow and see if it can retest the 14 and fail, and that's when you can take the short for the 30 MA. MA MasterCard. This had a nice orderly pullback after earnings. You know, like the volume is decreasing here, and we seem to be holding the middle Celt and the 14 MA here. So this could be a nice relong into the upper Celt with an expected market bounce. And lastly, Southwest, I think that's what the airline is, LUV, Southwest, yeah. So, you know, Buffett sold all his airline shares. I read something, so I guess that's what this gap down is from. And this is, you know, like a short idea just based on our setups plus a catalyst. Gap under the lower Celt here is quite nice. So now we are looking for, you know, like we were looking for a test, which we had, and it failed so far. So if we are opening tomorrow under the lower Celt, this could be, you know, like a nice short for more downside. If we open up under like 26 or something, like far down below, probably don't want to take that short and wait for a pop instead first. All right, guys. Quick announcement as well. I'm going to do a recap of last month of my scalping activity, because I've had like a huge month with my scalping, and my strategy is working out perfectly. And I just wanted to see how I'm constructing it. I wanted to give you guys a quick look at how I'm, you know, like building this strategy and how I'm developing it, because I'm still in the development phase. I'm not done with my 1,000 trades that I told you guys I want for like a significant sample to see if it's working. And I've had like quite a few interesting learning moments that I think are going to be interesting for you guys as well. So look out for that video when it comes up at some point this week, I hope. I'm also, as I told you guys, I'm working on the course. I'm working on a lot of content for you guys. So I hope I get everything out this week and am able to provide even more value for you guys. That's it. If you guys like the video, please like the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Help us hack the YouTube algorithm. We think we have like a lot of content to offer to more than just a small group that we are currently at. And I think once people see that, they are gonna, you know, like really be able to profit from what we have to offer. If you have questions, please comment below. If you want to let me know what you would like to see next in terms of, you know, like contents to provide, please put it in the comment below or message me in chat. You know, you guys know I'm usually around from 1 p.m. New York time, and I'm going to be around mostly for overnight and into the close and all that stuff. So yeah, just hit me up and let me know what you're thinking. Till then, guys, have a good one.